Welcome everybody to the channel, Splashman55, and we are going to be reacting to something that's on the trending tab, number 7, I think. I think it's number 7. Or, yeah, no, oh no, 17. It's number 17 on the trending tab. It's called Bonding with Grandma. Yeah, Bonding with Grandma. So, I haven't seen this before. 17, it must not be that bad. Let's get into it. Oh, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I want to get at least a good 100 subscribers. We will do a 100 subscriber special. We will. And let's get into it.
If you're subscribed, you may have noticed that many of my stories are about my family. Whether it's my penny-pinching dad, my barbaric sister, or my foodie-loving mom. You seem to love when I take advantage of
Wait, you say foodie?
my barbaric sister, or my foodie-loving mom. You seem to love when I take advantage of their stories for YouTube monetization. Keep making those Benjamins, son. I used the money to get this sweet ride.
Oh, I agree. Yep.
Now, when it comes to my grandmother, there's only one thing that you need to know. She is dead. 6 feet under. Gone. It's over. Finally. That took forever. Before you go and get all upset, he's making fun of his grandpa.
Same.
You should know that I had an amazing grandma, and she was a wonderful woman. And one of the things I loved about her was she loved getting a rise out of me, and when I did it to her as well. Like, whenever she'd have to pick me up from school, she'd be like, I'm gonna get on the oldest old lady outfit and the ugly tchotchke glasses, and I'm gonna pick you up in front of all your friends and give you a big kiss on the lips. Really, Grandma? I don't think you're gonna do that. Because you're dead. Boom! For real, though. We would always go back and forth like this, and she thought it was so funny. And so, Grandma, wherever you are, if you're listening, there comes a time and place that everyone should be a bit respectful. And I would like to honor your life by talking some smack about you. Let's go. One thing that really made me laugh was that my grandmother had been married 4 times. And they were all great guys. I met all of them. They were good dudes. But what made me laugh was one of the last times I was hanging out with her, she needed help logging into her email. And so I asked her her password. And she spouted off a bunch of random letters and numbers. And I was like, how do you remember that? Well, that's easy. It's the initials of all my husbands and how long we were married for. Really, Grandma? Really? Your husband's right there. Oh, don't worry. His initials are in there, too. Richard, yep, they're in there. You would think that someone that was married 4 times would be miserable and a little bit bitter, but she was always really nice and happy, and I can't think of one time she complained about anything. And like most grandmothers, she loved spoiling us. She would always make us delicious food and make burnt chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, they were burnt. You know they were burnt. I can smell you baking some burnt ones right now. And one of my favorite things she would do with me is take us to the theater. She didn't have a lot of money, but she would save up when she could, and she would always bring us to the biggest and best shows, and she'd say, if I had more, I'd bring you all the time. Maybe you should work harder, Grandma. Ow, ow! Alexander, you're so funny, aren't you? See, if she slapped you in the head, that's when you knew she loved you. One show I remember her bringing us to was Man of La Mancha. It was a musical. It took place during the Renaissance, back during, like, the 2nd season of Game of Thrones. And I remember just sitting in the theater, staring up at the stage and thinking those guys were so funny and how cool it would be to one day do something like that. And that was definitely one of the moments in my life that made me want to be a performer when I grew up. Now, if you're a new subscriber, you might not remember that I also do live performing in addition to YouTube, right? And the first time my grandma came to see my show was at the Wisconsin State Fair. By the way, I'm going to be there again this year if you want to come check out a show. It would be nice to have some company since my grandma's not coming. I'm going to hell. But she actually drove all the way up from Florida to Wisconsin just to see the show. And I'll never forget, after the show, the very first thing she said to me was, wow, your career's not as glamorous as I thought it was. Maybe she went to hell too, I don't know. But as much as my grandma hassled me, I knew that she always loved me. Like, there was this one time when I first moved to LA, and I didn't have no money, nothing. Couldn't figure out how I was gonna pay rent, but I really wanted to take my girlfriend out for some food.
We really can't afford to go out.
Well, I don't want to stay here and eat rice. So I had the idea to call my grandmother and ask her to order us a pizza.
Your grandmother's not going to do that.
Yes, she is.
She lives on the other side of the country. Why would she buy you a pizza?
Shh. Just watch. What do you want, pepperoni or cheese? What do you... Oh, it's my favorite grandson. I knew you'd call. All right, enough chit-chat, old lady. Okay, I was wondering if... I didn't say that, sorry. It was more like, hey, my girlfriend and I are really hungry, and we were wondering if you'd just buy us a pizza. Well, yeah, of course we would.
And Alex was right, ladies and gentlemen, in the fight of boyfriend versus girlfriend.
Now, she obviously didn't have to order us a pizza, but she did because she was that kind of lady. And it actually turned into a family tradition. You see, whoever in the family was the last one to get the pizza, anyone in the whole rest of the family can call and be like, hey, I'm hungry, order me a pizza. And then it gets passed on to them. So after my grandma ordered me the pizza, I got it. And then my sister called me and she got the pizza. And then someone called her and got the pizza. And it just goes on and on like that until my dad calls for the pizza and then refuses to buy one for anybody. I think this whole provoking grandma thing started as a kid when I used to write in her birthday cards, "Happy birthday! I hope you enjoy it because it's probably your last one." More recently, though, my favorite thing to do was inside her birthday card, which I was sure to mail her every year. I would mail her $1, and I'd write, "I love you very much. Don't spend it all in one place." Now, I obviously have tons more stories about my grandma, because she was an incredible, fun, lovely woman. If you like this video, let me know, and I'll do some more stories about her. And if your grandparents are still around, make sure you take time every now and then to say, "I love you." Let them know they're special to you while you still can. You know? And don't worry about my grandma. I think she would be honored that in her memory, I made a video dunking on her for the entire world to watch. And even though she's gone, I'm sure if she could come back just for 1 second, I know exactly what she'd do. Love you too, Grandma. So you may have noticed that I've been talking about going on tour lately on social media, and if you're interested, I think the first show is going to be in Fargo, North Dakota on July 21st. More info coming real soon, but this is the start of something big. Mark your calendars. It's Alex Clark, and I will see you somewhere, okay? Bye.
Okay, well, that's the... that's the end of the video. It was really funny, though. I feel like some of those statements he was saying about grandmas was true. I mean, my grandma would do some of the same things, slap me upside the head. I don't think she would take me to the theater, but she would come out to see me in different events, stuff like that. Kind of a grandma's thing. That's what they do. They kind of love you. They love you the most. I mean, they spoil you a whole lot. Like, your parents spoil you, but grandmas will really spoil you. Like, low-key, I literally had grandmas that would go out and just buy me stuff, just even though I didn't want to. It's just the fact that grandmas are there. They're always going to be the loving type people who are always, they won't get really mad at you, but it's just how grandmas are. So if you guys like the video, just leave a like. Subscribe if you want to. I will leave a link to his channel and the link to the video in the description down below. If you want to, make sure you subscribe to my channel and subscribe to his. When I get to 100, we're going to do a 100 subscriber special. We will be doing that soon, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.